Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Hello, friends, and welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
And this is a show about all things TV, which we love.
We do.
We do love. And you've made it to episode 3. This is exciting. Okay, so we have a lot of work to do today. I feel like the tone of today's episode is like on the lighter side. Because it's more like fun.
Not so heavy.
Not so dark.
Not so dark.
Yeah. So on that note, why don't we start with our first show that we're going to discuss is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. This is a show on Amazon.
Amazon Prime Video.
Amazon Prime Video, yes. Well, if you haven't watched it, there's only been one season, so you have plenty of time to catch up. Oh my gosh, where do we begin with this? So basically, this show is about a 1950s housewife who has it all, in her mind has it all. So she has like a really successful husband, she has 2 kids, really fancy schmancy apartment on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, which I hear that's like the good part of town, right?
It's the place to be.
It's the place to be. Okay. So she has it all until one day she doesn't have it all. Yes, I won't tell you what happened, but all along she had been helping her husband with his stand-up comedy career. Turns out she's the one that has the knack for comedy.
Yes.
What did you think about this show? You're the one that got me watching this show.
I think this show is amazing, and I thought it was funny that at the Emmy, like when they won so many Emmys, people were like, "I've never heard of this show." And there were only 8 episodes, and I did watch it, and it was brilliant. I think like so adorable and charming, and really like a commentary on 50s womanhood and the 50s housewife. And what I love is that we see from the beginning that she is going to be the star. Like she gives that toast at her wedding, and it's like, obviously she's a star. Yeah. But then she does all this work to be like the perfect 50s wife. And we literally see her like, when her husband goes to sleep, she like puts on her makeup, takes off her makeup. And then before he wakes up, she puts it on. And it's all about like, she measures her body, every inch of it, to make sure that she's in perfect proportion to be the perfect housewife. But it kind of shows like what work it is to be that perfect
woman. It's a lot
of
pressure.
And then it all just falls apart when she goes to the comedy club with her husband, and it's revealed that he's actually borrowed his whole routine from other famous comedians that I don't remember.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
And it's not really her choice to see that as a flaw, but it's his inability to maintain his image as a strong man that makes this whole marriage fall apart.
I agree. Yeah, no, and it's a really good storyline. It's good that they're pointing that out. It's cool that she gets to be center stage, front and center. What else I liked about it is it's fun and it's like quick, so it's really engaging. Did you know that the creator, I think her name is Amy Sherman Palladino? Yeah, so she did Gilmore Girls. Did you notice the dialogue is like
the fast-paced.
Yeah,
yep.
I totally picked up on that. Yep. But yeah, I kind of like that. It keeps you on your toes and keeps you going. So I also thought that it kind of felt like Broadway-esque, without the singing and dancing, of course.
Well, what I thought was interesting and kind of I don't know, like just resonated with me is that at first she can't really give a good show with having a little bit of a drinky in her. Oh. And so she needs to work through that issue.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel for that. Like, sometimes it just takes a little extra help to get comfortable in front of the stage.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the actress that plays the manager of the club, Alex Borstein, the actress, she stood out for me.
She's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, of course, the lead actress, Rachel Brosnahan, she was very good. But I don't know, something about Alex Borstein, she really steals the show.
The two of them together have great chemistry.
Dynamic duo.
Absolutely.
Like us.
Yes.
Well, I like to think so.
Who doesn't like 2 girls with chemistry, right?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Right. Well, on that note, season 2 will be coming out. Good question. All it says is coming soon, and the creator actually said it'll be sometime this year. So, I mean, you got like 2.5 months.
Ooh, we're
waiting.
Long.
Yeah. So, with the quickness. So we look forward to that. We hope that you watch it. Again, there's only been one season, so you have plenty of time to catch up.
And they do have Prime shipping, so at most, once they announce, 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Great. So let's move on to one of our newest segments, our TV Tidbit.
Yay!
Yay! Tidbits. Okay, do you want to go first?
You know what? I will go first. So I was super excited because I just learned that HBO announced that on January 13th, they are going to premiere the 3rd episode of True Detective.
Tell me about True Detective. I have never watched True Detective.
Oh, you would love True Detective.
Why?
So it's a very riveting, I mean, at the time, it was heralded as the best show on TV. It's a short, 8 episode, I think, kind of like a mini series. And it was a murder mystery with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
No way.
It was amazing. You would totally love it.
I miss that.
Super creepy. Yeah. And so 3rd season's coming out, and it's gonna star, I hope I say this right, Mahershala Ali. Do you know who that is?
Oh,
from Moonlight.
Yes.
And from House of Cards.
Yes, I do remember him.
So he's going to be the star.
He's a wonderful actor.
And I'm really excited about that. I never saw the 2nd season.
Oh
but
my goodness.
I heard.
I love him.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's beautiful.
Yes. So it's coming out, and extra. Remember how last week I told you that Riverdale was worth a watch?
You did, yes.
So season 3 of Riverdale premiered last week. And I just learned that they are kind of reworking it in the structure of True Detective.
No, they're not.
So I have a great year ahead of me.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you so much.
Gosh.
So that's my TV tidbit.
Oh, that's a good one. Thanks, Dr. S. Well, my TV tidbit is about a reality competition show that's currently on. It's called Dancing with the Stars. So I'll tell you, I've been watching since it started. This is the 27th season.
Whoa.
Yeah. So when they had first announced the cast, I was not excited at all. There were only 2 people that I knew of. It was Mary Lou Retton, the gymnast, the Olympic gold medalist. Yes. And then DeMarcus Ware. No, he's a football player. Okay. So I obviously was not that excited about it because I didn't know anybody. And I was like, fine, whatever, I'll watch it because I watched every other season. I'll just watch it. Well, turns out it's one of the best seasons I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean that. It's got a really good combination of people that I've never heard of, but they love to dance. Oh. And I happen to love to dance. So it really makes me feel good when people can discover that and find their love for dance. Other people on there that you might know, Bobby Bones. He does like a national radio show. Nope, never heard of him. Okay. Okay, how about Nancy McKeon from The Facts of Life?
Heck yeah, I know her.
She's on there. And then they have their first blind contestant.
How do you not know Nancy McKeon?
No, I did.
Oh, you do know. Oh,
I do now. Yo. I recognize that face. Okay. Yeah. I didn't watch The Facts of Life, but I did know of who she was. But yes, and then they also have their first blind contestant.
Oh, I love
Isn't that amazing?
Awesome.
She's doing a great job. So that's my TV tidbit. I didn't think I was going to like this season. I absolutely love it. All right, so let's move on.
Okay.
Let's talk about This Is Us. I don't know why I'm so excited. It's actually a very sad show. But I'm just excited to discuss every week because every week there's something different and it's so good. Okay. Oh gosh, where do we begin here with this episode of This Is Us?
Well, I always start with where did you cry? If you did.
Okay, I did cry one time.
Okay.
Did you cry once?
I cried 2 times.
Oh, here we go. The only time I cried.
It doesn't make anybody better or
It's
lesser.
Okay, I know.
Yes, it's just
I'm still trying to figure out if I have a soul, but that's okay. So I cried when Kate told Randall at the very end that he actually has so much of his dad Jack in him.
That was such a dad move.
Okay, did you cry at that time?
I cried at that.
Okay.
100%
Okay, that was the only time, unfortunately.
That was the only time you cried?
But when did you cry?
I also cried at the point at which, and this could reveal more of my personal investments in the show, but when Rebecca was asking Jack what his dreams were, because her dream is to be a singer and pursue her career aspirations, his dream was more modest but also very profound. It was to have a decent job, to have a wife and kids, and to live in a home that was nothing like the one he grew up in.
Here we go again.
I know.
I wish we could zoom in on those.
I was like,
that's genuine.
I was in the lunchroom again, and I had no tissues until I got this really paper towel.
Oh.
Yeah, I shaved a little bit of the skin
whatever you
under
can
my eye,
find.
but It was very moving.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yes, it was.
Well, that's very sweet. I didn't cry at that moment. I wish I had, but a lot happened. So Kate ended up having her egg retrieval surgery, and who flew out to be there for her? Randall.
Yes, he did.
The Rock. Of course he did. He was even kind of like mad at her still. I think they hadn't apologized to each other about what she said in the previous episode. So that was really sweet. He was there. So it was kind of strange though when she was under anesthesia. I feel like she died a little. Yes. And she went back and she saw the littler Kates. The littlest and then the middle and then her. And they were like, you have no business having a child. She's like, but I want one. And I just want to make a reference. The littlest Kate said, she was asking the future Kate, she's like, so did you end up marrying Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell? Who happens to be one of my top 5 fantasy TV boyfriends from the previous episode.
That's right. What a small
That made me feel good. That made me feel really good. Somebody else likes Zach Morris. I maybe like Kate a little bit more because of that. But anyway, everything went fine with the egg retrieval.
I'm very happy for Kate that the egg retrieval went well because, of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to Kate. But, you know, last week I was very mad at Kate.
I know you were.
I was very mad at Kate, and I feel like this week the show wanted me to be all is forgiven. But here's my beef. I still have a beef.
No,
I do.
No, you don't.
Why does Randall have to say, I'm sorry? And Kate gets to say, oh, that was such a dad move. Right? I feel like Randall still always gets put in this position where he had to fly across the country to say, I'm sorry, when Kate was equally wrong in that whole situation. Right?
Okay, that's a really good point. But you know what I was kind of thinking?
Tell me.
I don't think she should be shamed for wanting to try to have a kid naturally.
And you know what? I totally felt bad in that. I'm getting the goosebumps of, I was like, you know what? When she went into Randall about why he shouldn't judge her and IVF shame her, I was like, you are right. You have the right to choose. It is your body.
Yes.
But the beef I still have is that the way she rationalized it all was the whole passing on of her dad.
I didn't really think about it. I thought, oh, great, somebody apologized, so it's over. But you're right. Why does it always have to be Randall?
It does always have to be Randall. I know. I mean, I'm also mad at Randall, though, I have to tell you, because, like, not Rebecca, I'm sorry. I always do this.
Beth!
Hello, Randall, you are not the only person in your family. And Beth, you know, she went through a really tough situation at work. She got laid off. And
she did.
Randall came in guns blazing again with a great idea that he wanted to do. And he never stopped to say, hey, how was your day?
That's so true. Oh my goodness. You're having a tough time this season.
Yeah, I know. It's really, you know, the whole, this show really just makes you question your identifications and who you love and who you're mad at. But I love them all. But
no, I see what you're saying. You always make me think on a deeper level about this. I see surface. I'm not mad at anyone.
I mean, I'm mad and not mad.
No, I get it.
I love and I'm mad.
Oh. That's so
it's a very complex show.
I know, but it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to make you think. So, good job.
Well, I have another moment that so I mentioned Rebecca.
Yes.
And another moment that it didn't quite make me cry, but I did almost go there.
What?
Was when she was with Jack and they started washing dishes together.
Oh.
Right? And she starts like, you know, because Rebecca grew up in a house where her mom did everything for her dad. Everything. So it was, again, that 50s notion of femininity that we saw in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, that we saw to be a facade that was impossible for Midge to keep together.
Live up to,
And that was the same conception that Rebecca wanted to work against her whole life.
Yes.
She did not want to follow in the footsteps of her mom, taking care of a man as her number one priority. And so the second that Jack started cooking and then washing dishes and taking care of her, she like didn't even know what to do with that image.
I know. The look on her face, and then she just kind of joined in, and it was like
and they were
teamwork.
A team. They were like making a home together, and it was a team. And I look, sorry.
This is the third goosebump
because like making a home should be a team.
Oh, it should.
I know.
Oh, that's
I know.
So sweet.
And like, although I mean, I'm kind of spoiled because I have that in my life, so I'm very lucky.
Oh, yay!
But a lot of people don't.
That's
and
true.
So
Still
I
to
was
this
like,
day.
But you know what?
What?
Ironic that the fact that Jack is such a great homemaker led to his death.
Oh no!
Crockpot.
Damn crockpot! I'll never use a crockpot again.
Just unplug it though.
Oh, okay.
Unplug it.
I actually did just use a crock pot.
I actually do.
I did just.
But we do leave home all the time. Just leave them in. That's the point of the crock pot.
That's true. Yeah. We're just going to be more aware. This crock pot awareness.
But when you go to bed, unplug it.
Okay, I will. Well, I mean, I don't mean to make everything about Kevin, but I'd like to talk about Kevin now.
Was he in this one?
Exactly. So, yes, he did an interview with the famous
oh my gosh,
Terry Gross of Fresh Air, NPR. Woo woo. And, you know, it was really cool that she was on there because I've never actually seen Terry Gross. She's very tiny. But anyway, he was asked all these questions about his dad being in Vietnam. He couldn't answer them. He doesn't know. So it's very obvious that the next episode is going to be all about Jack being in Vietnam, which I'm super excited about. We had to mention that.
No, that actually, I feel a little bad that I forgot about that.
Oh.
But it was very moving.
No, it was really sweet. Yeah. So stay tuned because next episode we're going to find out, you know, what shaped Jack's life. And obviously his brother dies. So we're going to see about that. So it's going to be sad. I feel like I'm going to cry more.
Yes.
I'm hoping I cry more, so I feel better about myself.
It doesn't reveal anything about your character, whether you cry or not.
Okay, well, thank you so much for not judging me. It's time to move on. All right, so let's get down and dirty with our sour gripes. Oh. So this is where we have the chance to gripe about something TV related. Oh, I'm so ready. Okay, should I go first?
You go first.
Because I got this. Okay. Oh, okay. So my sour gripe for this episode is where the is Game of Thrones season 8. You know what? I actually had forgotten about Game of Thrones until they won the Emmy for Best Drama on the obviously the Primetime Emmys. But how long has it been since we've seen Game of Thrones? It's been like over a year, has it not? Exactly. You have to think about it because it's been so long. Yeah, so they said, the producers say that is only going to be 6 episodes the last season.
What the heck is taking so long?
It's not cool, but they try to make us feel better by saying that each one's going to be like the length of a movie. Okay, so it'll be like an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, I guess if it's going to be 6 feature length movies,
yeah, then that's okay, right?
That's okay.
I know. I was trying to come to terms with it too.
I mean, but
I'm really fiending for some, you know, like incest and dragons and sword fights. Aren't you? Don't you think about that when you first wake up? No, just me?
I think about like incest all the time and like when am I going to get my next fix?
Seriously, there's so much incest going on in that show. Seriously. That was a good one. Oh, high five.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm so impressed.
What I want to know though is, oh no, just kidding. I have this problem because I know it's HBO. It's HBO.
Uh-huh.
But the most recent time I watched Game of Thrones, I saw it on Amazon.
Oh,
so therefore I got to binge it.
Oh, look at you.
So then I was about to say like, oh, are they going to release it all at once? But actually that's not the way it works.
No.
But actually that leads to my gripe.
Please tell me.
Which is the way in which seasons are released and the way that these platforms allow us to watch TV. So you watch shows on Netflix, obviously, because you watch shows on all platforms.
Yes, I do.
I like and also really despise the way that Netflix gives me my fix. Yes.
Okay. It can be appropriately called
the way Netflix really encourages me to binge watch when I really don't have time for it.
Oh, you're sucked in.
Like
Can't help it.
Well, and they have that whole like skip intro, play next thing.
They help you. They feed you.
I don't have time for that. I have a job. I have children. I have things to do. Can you please make me hit play?
Is that your gripe?
Because it just goes right into the next episode. I'm like cozy in my blanket, all snuggly, and the episode should end, and I should close my eyes and go to sleep.
To bed.
And it just like, boom, goes to the next episode. And then all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. and my alarm's going off in an hour and a half. Thank you, Netflix. Please think about the people who have lives. Don't ruin it.
Brilliant, though. I
know. I mean, it's kind of nice if I had nothing to do. But I got things to do.
You do.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
We do have a life.
And many of us do. It's not just me.
I know. Outside of Netflix, we do have lives. That's a good one. You're right, though. I never even
when am I going to get to the chill?
Yeah.
If you're going to make me keep watching the shows. Like, seriously?
They're so manipulative.
Some people want to get to the chill. And you're like, play next. Play next.
You're right.
Right? I mean, I have to get the kids ready for school. Is my priority.
But the chill, though.
Got to get to the chill.
Well, good one. I agree with you on that.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. Let's be more positive now.
Okay. I'm happy,
All
though.
right.
I mean, anytime I get to watch TV, I'm happy.
Oh, I know. We love it. It's our lives.
Yeah.
Outside of,
work and stuff.
those things that you just talked about.
Yeah.
All right, our next show we're going to talk about is The Voice.
This is The Voice.
I knew she was going to do it.
I've been trying to get that out. Like, every episode has gotten louder and louder.
It's really good.
By the end of it, though, I'm going to be like The Sound of Music on the hills.
Okay, I can't.
But with This is The Voice.
The Sound of the Voice.
Yes.
All right.
By the season finale. Do we have a season finale?
We don't have season finales here at Tori Talks TV.
We work so hard.
Seriously?
Seriously? Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, as you know, I'm more of the fan of the favorite contestants on The Voice, and she talks about the judges. So let me just get this out of the way. I'm going to be honest, though. I don't know, like, what kind of mood I was in this week, but I didn't have many favorites.
Oh my gosh, I didn't have very many judge moments. I was actually up until like 2 a.m. last night trying to think of a moment.
Oh my goodness.
That is so weird.
Maybe we're not alone. Maybe you felt that way too.
I know.
Comment, let us know.
Comment below, because I was racking my brain and I was feeling a lot of pressure to think of a judge moment, and they weren't really doing anything that unique for me.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're on the same page. Okay, so first of all, this wasn't one of my favorites, but there is a couple that I need to mention. It's the first and only duo of this season.
One Up.
One Up.
One Up.
Yep.
Yes.
Their names.
Oh, the goosebumps are coming.
I know. So their
Yes.
names are Adam and Jerome, and they're a cute little couple. Like I said, they're not one of my favorites, but I do think they're worth mentioning. They were super cute. They had a real, like, Motown feel to them. And Kelly cried because she thought that they're just so beautiful and that they can do that. So, good for them. Again, not my favorite. But
so, yes, I totally agree. They weren't the best singers or performers, but the story totally got me. And I'm a sucker for the coming out story. I feel like to come out in the world today, or any day, is really hard. And then especially for an interracial couple to come out as gay, I think it was just like so heartwarming. And then the fact that Kelly cried, Kelly always cries. And I just love that they chose her as a coach because of her genuine feeling. I hate that the other coaches are trying to turn Kelly's genuine emotion into like a thing. Like her strategy is to be emotional. Well, you know what? Kelly is emotional. She just is what it is. And I love that their families were there to support them.
That was so cute.
And like it was just amazing.
Sweet.
It was a genuine moment. And honestly, I was taking notes on the week trying to decide like what I wanted to talk about with you today. And that was the only thing I wrote down.
Is that true?
Yeah, that was the only thing I wrote down. Yeah, I don't know. So I kind of see that we are eye to eye.
Definitely.
In sync, if you will.
Aww. Okay, well, yes, very, very sweet couple, very great story. Yes. So good for you. We're happy to have you on The Voice. So then let's go on to my favorites, which again, there weren't that many.
Oh, yes, please.
But I did like Joey. He is the TV shirt screen printing guy. His sister passed away, so he kind of dedicated his performance to her. He's got like that raspy voice. Anyway, he chose Blake. You remember who that is?
I like how he has that t-shirt screen printing business.
That's kind of cool.
I was like,
Were you inspired?
I was just like, should I buy that machinery and like start printing? Because I've got some things to say.
Side job.
And I feel like a t-shirt would be a good venue for me.
That's a good idea.
To say things.
Well, if anything, he inspired you to do that.
That's right.
There you go.
Or at least to think about doing that.
Okay. Well, it could be a thing.
Yeah,
so
someday.
My next favorite is sweet, cute little Layla. She's 15 years old. She's from Miami. She's a Colombian. She sang in both English and Spanish. Remember
I loved her. Yes, she was great.
She was super cute. So she chose Jennifer.
Yes.
And then another one is Cody Ray. He was like that martial artist kind of guy.
Oh, yes.
He joined the military and he was stationed in the North Pole with Santa Claus.
Oh, that was adorable.
That was so cute.
Yes.
He plays the guitar. He was like up there alone in the North Pole just singing and playing guitar to himself. Anyway, he was very soulful. And as you know, I like soul and gospel. So he ended up choosing Kelly. But I have saved the best for last. He is my absolute favorite of the whole season so far. I'm so excited to announce that Kirk J, he's the guy that grew up in like a 2-bedroom trailer his whole life, came from nothing.
That was a really moving story.
He gave me chills, and it takes a lot for me to get goosebumps, but he's the one that said, and I quote, "I'm country till the day I die."
That was very moving.
So, of course, who did you choose?
Blake.
Yes, and it was a 4-chair turn. So, I'm rooting for him. He's my number one.
I hope he goes far.
I hope he wins the whole thing. Well, you know, there is one more week of the blinds. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So thank God. Because I get a little antsy at this point. I'm like, all right, enough. Let's get to the battles.
I like the blinds, and then I like the next round, which is the battles.
Yes, the battles.
And then...
Yeah.
Not my favorites.
Not so much.
Yes. But I'll still be in it. But I think, though, that we should put together our teams and see how our teams go head to head. What do you think of that?
That is such a good idea.
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
And you know what? On the NBC Voice app, we can put together our teams.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, stay tuned to our next episode where we announce our teams. Because it'll be the blinds will be done.
I believe so.
I can't wait.
Let's do it.
That's something to look
Should
forward
we have
to.
some stakes? Let's announce our stakes next week.
Okay.
Episode 4, stakes announced. Please subscribe.
So excited.
Yes.
You don't want to miss that. All right, well, I think we're done talking about The Voice because there really wasn't much to talk about except Kirk J's going to win the whole thing. Anyway, just thought I'd slide that in there.
Ooh.
So our next segment has become my personal favorite. It's our Fab Five. So this week we're going to do something a little different. We don't know each other's Fab Five. I still don't know to the second. She has no idea.
I'm getting a little nervous.
Oh, no. So the Fab Five is the top TV theme songs, our 5 top favorite TV theme songs. So we're going to go one by one. Her 5, my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the end. But we're going to guess each other's. So this is going to be exciting. I'm so excited.
I did not know this is the way we were going to...
Well, surprise! Shocker. Yep, so let's get started, I guess, right?
Okay, let's do this.
All right, who are we going to start with? Well, we'll just let it... Well, I think we should start with mine. Yeah.
So this is your number 5.
Okay, so this is my number 5 TV theme song.
Let me put on my listening...
You try to guess it, okay?
Let me put on my listening ears.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, it's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah! Wow!
Yes.
If you were to name that tune, that was like a second. That's my number 5.
That's your number 5. That's amazing. Woohoo!
I love that song.
That's a good one.
I love Will Smith. I'm a huge fan of Will Smith.
Did you see how he bungee jumped for his 40th? Is he 40?
I thought it was 50.
50th birthday?
Is he 50?
It was on the decade. It was a decade. Yeah. Good job. You know what? I would agree that is a very good one.
Well, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so excited. Yep, that's my number 5 of all time.
Okay.
Let's hear yours. I hope I can guess it as fast as you guess mine.
Yeah.
Pressure. So excited. Suspense is killing me.
Really? Come on.
Stop it.
No way. 5.
We've been on the run, driving in the sun, looking up.
Oh my god, I don't know it!
How do you not know this?
What is it?
The OC!
Oh, California!
Yes! By Phantom Planet.
That's such a good song!
I love this song!
I didn't guess it!
I chose this song, one, because I'm from California.
Oh.
It reminds me of California. I did watch the OC. Did you watch the OC?
I did watch the OC. I'm so ashamed! I should have known that!
You know, as I was pulling these songs, I was like, I missed the OC.
Okay,
all right.
So should we go to our number 4? My number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to guess?
I'm ready.
I'm excited for you. Okay, look at me.
Okay. Cheers.
Oh! She is winning right now. Good job, Dr. S. Cheers is just so...
Yes, it is a good one. It totally invokes the moment. Like sitting in a bar. I would love to be sitting in a bar with you.
Well, I mean, sometimes don't you want to go somewhere where everybody knows your name?
Yeah.
I do.
You'd be like, hey, Dr. S.
Well, we could listen to it all day long. But yes, that is my number 4.
Woohoo.
I know. Good job.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. For your number 4?
For my number 4.
Yes, I'm so excited. Bring it! This is Sons of Anarchy. Oh, that's such a good one! Oh my gosh!
So I chose this because although Netflix would allow me to skip intro, I would never skip intro.
How could you?
It's such a good song.
It's a really good. Oh, that's such a
down
good
to
one.
like the music and the visuals.
Oh,
it just like sets the tone.
You mean Jack's back?
But even Gemma's, yes.
Gemma
I know.
too. Totally.
Even Gemma's, like her scar.
Her scar, yeah.
I know. It just really like sets the tone, and I'm all about theme songs that like get you ready.
Oh,
for
good
the
choice,
madness
Dr. S.
or the mayhem mayhem.
Or all of it. All of the
Mayhem.
above.
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
You get it?
Yeah.
Mayhem to
Yeah.
come.
Oh, I get it.
Get it?
All right, well, should we move on to number
Let's
3?
move on. Okay.
Wait, my number 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, you have
I'm
to
ready.
guess.
I'm ready. Okay.
I'm excited.
Friends.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be fast.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't get this?
Okay.
You might even hate Friends, but I mean, then I hate you.
Song. Oh,
Yeah, it's fun. Sets the mood as well. Oh, yes.
You have to
I know.
include that.
Sorry, I missed it. I was
That's
in the
okay.
moment. I was in the moment.
I get it. I totally get
Yeah.
it. That's the Rembrandts.
Yes.
For anybody that was wondering.
Yes.
All right, so should we move on to your number 3? I'm nervous. I only got 1 right so far.
There's just been 2.
What? Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
There's
you're
still
good.
time, but
One-
you've gotten every single one right.
I'm just a little bit better at it.
Okay, what's your... dang it. Number 3.
Here we go.
Dr. S. What the hell?
Give it a second.
Facts of Life?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, did we not talk about the
We
Facts
just
of Life?
did! I know, I had to like bite my tongue. I know,
Oh my
I know. I love how self-referential we are. I'm like, I just have to
Oh.
not say things that are happening.
That was really good. This
I
is a
know.
good theme
This is
song.
kind of like my coming of age show.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that we haven't had the same yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
true.
I don't know if there's more to come.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see.
the worst.
All right. Okay, so so you're doing way better than I am,
So
but
I love
still.
the Facts of Life. And you watched the Facts of Life too?
No.
Oh, you didn't, but you know about it.
Didn't.
Oh,
I
I
do
forgot. Millennial. Gen
Hashtag
X.
millennial.
I forgot. Yes.
All right, so let's
Well
go on.
established, but I forgot.
What are we on now? Number 2?
Number 2.
We're getting close.
Number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
What would you do?
Family Ties.
No. Try again.
Oh, Wonder Years.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Would you stand
I can't believe I did that. But yes, I get it. That would also be a Generation X millennial thing.
That's true.
Yes.
But I love this song.
Yes.
Again, speaking to my soul.
Very, very, yes,
This is a
exactly.
good one, right?
Yes, yes. Tears at the heartstrings.
Wait for it.
The Wonder Years.
Listen to that soulful voice. Anyway, that is my number 2.
Yes.
That's pretty good,
That's
yeah?
a good one. I
Okay.
like that one, yes.
Thank you.
It's
Oh.
very of a moment.
Yes.
But it's not like just a Wonder Years song, though, right? It was like a song before
The
Wonder
Beatles,
Years.
I think?
Yeah, it's like I maybe
No,
no,
not the Beatles.
no. It was like
I just wish the Beatles.
I wish I had a producer who would tell me what things are.
That's all right. If anybody wants to tell us, comment below.
It's like some type of brothers. Oh, nobody knows.
Sure.
Well, anyway,
We'll find out. Somebody will
It's a
tell
good
us.
choice, though.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
I
I'm
remember that
excited
show.
to hear
It was-
your number 2.
Okay,
Oh, can I guess it?
let's see.
I don't know. No, it's not.
It is.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Number 2.
You made it number 2.
I know. I was like, I just gave it away. I know, but it's so good.
That's awesome.
I was like, it just came to mind, and I had to listen to it the whole way through, and I was like, you know what, this needs to be on the list.
Aw, see,
On
right? I'm
anyone's
so
list.
glad we were on the same page
Yes.
with that.
Yeah.
Aw, that's a good one.
Yes.
Obviously, I think so.
Number 1. I have
Okay.
no idea what your number one's
you're
gonna be.
I'm first, right? You're gonna guess mine first? Yes? Yes, you are.
yeah.
Okay, here's my number
Okay,
1
let's
favorite
do this.
TV theme song of all time.
The Jeffersons.
Again, soulful.
Oh yes.
What a good show, too. Nobody talks about it enough. But yeah, that's my number
I
1.
used to watch this show all the time
Me
after
too,
school.
after school.
Yes.
I wonder if you were watching it at the same
I
time.
doubt it. You were like not even born when I was watching it.
Well, I watch reruns and I got down to it every single time. I love this song. How do you
By-
not move to this?
Right?
Okay, sorry. Let's
Some
go on.
good choices, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good choices.
Oh, thank you. They're all over the place.
Yes.
But no. Okay.
Mhm, spanning the decades of television history.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel
Okay.
like it was. Yeah.
Here we go.
It worked. Okay.
Here we go.
Yours. Okay.
Okay.
Buffy! Buffy the Vampire Slayer! Oh my gosh!
Yes. When I hear this, I see everything.
Do you rock
like
out?
from like
The
everything. Like her kicking butt in boots and the steak.
Oh my
It just like
gosh.
sets the mood for like I just look at me. Goosebumps.
That's number 4 if anybody's keeping count. The 4th time she got goosebumps.
I'm not cold. It's actually hot in here.
No,
hot. It's
that
hot
was a
when you
really
were
good one.
the
Buffy
denim.
deserved that. That was such a good show.
That's a great like
Oh.
just lead into a great show.
yes.
Yes.
That reminds me, I used to watch it with my brother all the time. He got me into it. My oldest brother. Thanks so
Aw.
much, bro.
Sounds like a good guy.
Oh my gosh, look
I
at we
like-
have all of our top 5s.
Oh my gosh, and look at our little overlap.
I'm so excited.
I don't know how to navigate, but there's Fresh Prince.
Oh my gosh, that was a really fun one.
Yay.
The Fab Five.
Fab Five is really fun.
Aw, it's probably my favorite segment.
I think that's great.
Okay, great. Well, unfortunately, we have to move on now. So we're going to go to our next segment, which is called Worth a Watch. What do you think they need to know and what you think is worth them watching?
Oh, you want me to go first?
And me too.
All right.
Yeah,
well, I chose a show that is beyond worth a watch.
Oh.
It's watch-worthy.
Oh.
It's like 2 different levels of a recommendation. There's worth a watch and then watch-worthy. Like really not just worth the watch, but you should just watch the whole thing. Because I said so.
Okay.
So my watch-worthy show is Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, the reboot. In fact, I'm going to really go there and just say it may be the best show ever.
You did not just say that.
I did.
Ever of all time?
Yeah, ever.
Of all the shows?
Of all time. And I'm just going to say, because I'm a very like modest person in my claims, I have not watched every single TV show in the history of TV. Just like I've not heard every theme song in the history of theme songs. And so I can only speak from my own personal experience with TV. But Battlestar Galactica is amazing. And I'm not even a sci-fi fan, but this show is just amazing. So it's about like the last remaining human civilization. They've created this. Well, did you ever watch like original Battlestar Galactica?
I've never seen it in my life.
You've got brothers, geeky brothers.
I do have
they never
two
like
geeky
through
brothers.
osmosis. You never heard about this?
They tried to get me to watch it. I did not.
Okay,
I resisted.
so it's like the last remaining human civilization. They created like a race of Cylons, and now these Cylons are like overtaking them. And so like this is kind of like the aftermath, what ensues. And I would not think that I would be interested in this thing, but it's just like such a compelling story. And what I love about this, and this whole episode, we've kind of talked about like gender, constructions of femininity. And I'm really hesitant to ever use the word like post-gender or post-race. I don't think we're ever post any of that stuff. But there's so many questions that this show raises about like what is gender. And there are no rules in this society, you know, because I mean, they're like post-humans or hybrid human Cylon, and what you think a woman or a man should be is all questioned in this episode, and super fascinating.
No way.
You need to watch it.
Wow, I didn't realize it was about all of that.
It is maybe not all about that, but it's there.
But it's included.
It's there. It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. And
Really?
I kind of do research for your show because I really want to do a good job here.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Like, I mean, I got a lot going on.
Thanks for taking the time.
But I start to like delve, and then I wish I can watch the whole thing again.
Oh.
Because these shows are so fracking good.
So fracking.
So fracking good.
Fracking.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a
fracking
good
good.
word. Oh.
And if you watch Battlestar Galactica,
I would know what you're talking about.
you will totally fracking know.
Well, that made me really excited for
You
it.
should watch it.
That's so cool. I didn't
100%
realize.
watchworthy.
Oh.
I know you don't think that you like sci-fi so much.
That's what I think.
You also didn't think you like fantasy with Game of Thrones.
I do.
And
love
now
Game of
you're mad
Thrones.
that it's not back yet.
True that.
So, yeah.
Well, you totally made me want to watch it now.
Oh my
So I guess
gosh.
you did your job.
Job done.
Wow. Well, I don't know if I can do as good a job, but my worth a watch is a show on NBC. It's called The Good Place. It stars probably the most charming actress in Hollywood, Kristen Bell.
Oh my gosh, I love Kristen Bell.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Well, that enough alone was
Yes.
what made me watch it. But then also has Ted Danson, who's on Cheers. One of my favorite
Yes.
theme songs. It was actually recommended to me by one of our subscribers and a longtime
No
friend
way.
of mine,
Aw.
Alyssa. Thank you.
Thank you for subscribing and recommending.
Yes, it was a good one too. So I'm only on the first season. It's currently on its third.
Okay.
It's just like a feel-good comedy with like diverse characters and like a really quirky premise, which I'm all about. Quirky.
I like quirky too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like bright colors. It's really fun.
I like bright colors
Vibrant.
too.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
But I can't actually say anymore because I'll give it away.
Oh.
You're just going to have to watch it to find out.
Okay.
All right. So that is our Worth a Watch segment.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy that. All right.
What is happening out there?
It's like Jurassic Park outside. Okay, friends, now it's time to induct a new TV show into our Wall of Fame. Which, by the way, our Wall of Fame will be announced and shown on the last episode of every month. So that'll be actually our Halloween episode.
Woohoo.
We gotta dress up.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert, we're probably gonna dress up as a TV show character. Obviously. But let's get back to this week's inductee. It is The Office. Oh my gosh. And by the way, this was almost one of my favorite TV theme songs. Do you remember it?
No.
Okay. Well, look it up. It's good. So this show was so good, so funny, so lighthearted, which I feel like is the theme of our episode. It was basically like a mockumentary about a manager and his paper company, and all the employees, all the crazy little characters. It was super fun and lighthearted. That's what I liked about it.
It was really quirky, but it was also super inappropriate. So lighthearted, I don't know if that's quite the right word.
I say it because Michael Scott, the manager, he's like so innocently inappropriate though. Like you still love him.
Yeah,
No, I did.
mean, so you know what's interesting is that this week, Steve Carell did an interview was published in Esquire. It was a really long one, and a little portion of it was about The Office. And he says that they're thinking about doing a reboot.
No.
They're thinking about
they're
doing a
not.
reboot. Yeah, but he says he would not be a part of it.
I think he said it wouldn't work, right?
He doesn't think it would
Yeah.
work because
Can't
of
get away
the
with that
culture.
stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think you ever could. It wasn't that it was appropriate at the time. We always felt that it was inappropriate, the things that he was saying. There was that awkwardness, and the people that we actually always did identify with were Jim and Pam.
That's true.
100%. And the reason why we identified them was those brilliant reaction shots.
Well,
The like...
but you know what though? Can I get back to Michael Scott for
Yes.
a second? He made the awkward, uncomfortable moments like kind of funny.
Well, he's a comedic genius. That's for sure.
So that was
It
really
was so
fun.
uncomfortable to watch him
was.
sometimes.
I know,
and
but I thought
Dwight
it was
as well.
super lovable.
I mean,
despite
yes,
his,
yes, for sure. But I think Steve Carell's kind of wrong. I think that it was never appropriate then, and it's not appropriate now. But yet, what makes it so entertaining is that we're watching a train wreck in progress.
So fun.
Yeah, and we identify with Jim and Pam as they observe all this all.
That's true.
Yes.
So, I mean, obviously we have to talk about Jim and Pam because they're one of the cutest TV couples ever. Speaking of which, our Fab 5 for episode 4 next week will be the top 5 TV couples.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know.
I like that.
So, I mean, obviously I gave it away. I do love Jim and Pam, but maybe I'll pick other ones just to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, also to speak about The Office, there's characters on there that you never see. Like, who talks about a beet farmer? You know, Dwight? He's
Yes.
a beet. I didn't even know that you could farm beets. Is that a thing? I mean, obviously.
I
but
mean, somebody has to farm
to like
the beets.
dedicate your life?
Somebody has to.
Well, yeah.
But he also works in the office.
Yes, he does. But, you know, his love for beets apparently is
Assistant manager.
assistant to the manager.
Assistant to the manager.
I liked when Jim always messed with Dwight, like when he wrapped everything on his desk, including his desk in like wrapping paper, like
So good.
Christmas wrapping paper. I mean, there's so many times that he messes with him, but I thought it took very average looking people and it brought them to the forefront. And you know, you don't see those leads
No.
usually.
I've never been one of those people who was like all in with The Office. I never really got The Office.
Really?
Well, I really think the people who worked in like some type of office-like environment got it so much more than I did. But I get it. Like, I get it. I will approve the induction of The Office into the Wall of Fame.
Well, good, because I think it was 9 fun-filled seasons. Hilarity ensued. I had the time of my life watching these people act absurd. I wanted to bring up, by the way, that our research department has just informed me that my number 2 favorite theme song, but for the Wonder Years, actually was sung by the Beatles.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Good job, research department.
Thank you, research department.
Your check is in the mail. I'll Venmo you, actually.
Well, I actually do want to do something fun. Before we leave, because we've come to the end of episode 3.
Already?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
But
so
this was
much
a really
fun.
fun, light-hearted, not over-sexualized episode. That makes me happy.
Oh.
So this last little fun thing I'm going to do for you is I want you to guess a theme song. So this theme song was so close to making my top 5. So we're just going to play a little bit of it. And the first person to comment with the correct answer gets a special shout-out next episode. So, Maestro, can we play the theme song, please?
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till her boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes.
That's all you get. That's it. So, is that tricky?
Pressure is on.
I know. I'm so excited. I hope that you know it. I love it. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but it's the end of episode 3.
Oh, can we keep going?
We can keep going long after the camera shuts off. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching episode 3. This was a really fun one.
Make sure to subscribe. Okay, what the? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please do. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, happy TV watching, everyone. See you next time on Tori Talks TV.
TV tidbits.
A little tidbit of TV.
Okay. And then.
What?
Oh.